We now have Madam Roberta Brown Cooper, the president of the Marylanders for Progress. She's live on the line from the USA. Madam Cooper, welcome to Phoenix Radio.
Oh, thank you so much, Rochford. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay, one of the headlines in Maryland County is the donation by the MFP first to the mother of the late Levi Kofa, and also today was the donation done to the women who are actually fasting and praying and having peaceful sit-in protests. Tell us more about that. Why you decided to identify with the boy's mother and the women?
First of all, the mother of Levi Kofa is so sad. What happened to her in April? She lost her leg through an accident. And then, a few months after that, she lost her only son. And as a mother, the sympathy is going all around. Anybody who tell the story to, they either cry or they just, get very sad for a mother to lose their only son. And for a young mother to lose her son, it's very sad for us here. And so we spoke about it, my members, Marylanders for Progress. We talked about it and we decided, well, we'll make a little contribution. It's not much at all, but we want to make a little contribution to her because we know she will need the help. She needs the help. And also, of course, will not satisfy her spirit because she's grieving. And also to make a contribution for the food of the women, our women out there that are standing in the gap for her and praying. And we are also praying over here for her and for the women of Maryland County, the strong women of Maryland County. We're out there every day, rain or shine. No matter what the situation is, they're out there in solidarity with the mother, Levi's mother. And even the young man who got killed, who they found dead in his room, his parents also. So what's happening in our county is very sad. And we would like for, only God knows the answers. And because they have faith, and we also have faith, and we know that God is going to reveal what's going on in Maryland County. But it has to stop. Our county needs to grow. It's a beautiful place. And we love our county. And whatever happens there affects us also here. And that's why we made a little contribution we made.
A year or so ago, you also made a contribution to the parents of a boy who got drowned in a pit filled with rainwater. Let's just mention that also.
Yes.
So, Marylanders for Progress, short MFP, has always done injections in Maryland County from medical to education, or in the Tubman University. You've been donating thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of US dollars to Tubman University. But now you into wells. Let's talk a bit about that. Recently, you dedicated a well in Rocktown. Why are you into wells now?
Well, we decided that since we've been in, Marylanders for Progress has been doing work in Maryland County for the past 22 years. And we've given to every sector more or less to help our people. We did microfinancing for the women years ago. We did the hospital, Judy Dawson Hospital, the clinics in Plebo. We went to, even 2008, I was able to go to Barobo by another member of Marylanders for Progress, Mrs. Catherine with Jerry Woods. We were able to visit every district in Maryland County in 2008. And we see the need that is there. And so we decided, well, whatever we're doing, we want to make sure we impact the daily lives of the villagers. They don't have any clean drinking water. The waters are contaminated. And we've seen the pictures. We've heard them calling on us to help them with wells. So we decided within the last 3-4 years that we will give clean drinking water by having wells built in different villages or in the cities. And so we started with Plebo Sotoka District. We did 2 in Zone 3 and Zone 4. And then we had one done in Kakudi Village, just off Hopper District.
Right.
Hopper District.
Not far from Kabbalah.
30 minutes. Yes, we did that. And then we decided to go to Sitaw. Sitaw is a village in Barobo District. Sitaw is a place where no car can go. They don't even have road for their local pen motorcycle. but they were in desperate need for a well because their water is so contaminated that the citizens get sick, kids die. And so we decided, well, we'll give them a well. And they were willing to travel 9 hours to pick up the equipment with the contractor to go and build a well in Sito village. And today they have their first well, and the village is 124 years old. And they were very happy, and we are happy also. And so then we did the other well in a rock town. A member of our organization, Abram Cooper, he donated some fees, some money to the project for his mother, who is also a member of the organization, Catherine Jody Woods, a staunch supporter. She's a founding member of Marylanders for Progress, and she's here in the States also. And so he thought it fit to honor his mom, and we're very proud to do that. And so it's our goal to make sure we have wells placed in some of the towns that are very much in need of wells and of clean drinking water, because our people need clean drinking water. If you don't have clean drinking water, you cannot survive. And then also we decided to do the school in Kakudi village.
Okay, and you also the president. Tell us some of the challenges that the Marylanders for Progress face, and I'm talking about working relation with people on the ground, from the county administration to politicians and what have you. What has been your working relationship with them?
Well, I don't think we have any working relationship with the politicians in Maryland County. Not at all. We've just been doing things alone because we realize that the county needs help. We are not going to count on the politicians to do what they're paid to do. And so we do the very best that we can. As Marylanders, we were born there, we were raised there. Many of us were raised there. And we even have members in our organization that they're not from Maryland County. And our donors, a lot of them are not from Maryland County, but they're willing to make contributions to whatever progress we do. And so we're not depending on the lawmakers. We've never had any lawmaker give us any help for the 22 years that we've been doing work in Maryland County. It's just been us. And the challenges, I must say we are blessed. We've had challenges with things not working sometimes, which is normal. The roads are bad. We travel on that road from Monrovia to Maryland County twice. 20 hours, traveling to Maryland County, 24 hours traveling. So we know it's difficult. So just getting things over there to have the work done is a challenge. But we are so thankful to those who have worked over there with us to make sure that our projects go through. And we'll continue to work with those who want to work with us. And we'd like to work mostly with the women, because we know that a lot of things get done when the women's hands are in it. And so I was very pleased to watch the women out there, protesting peacefully for the death of our Marylanders, a young baby, and a gentleman went to school. And so many deaths are taking place that have never been investigated. And so I'm very pleased, and we'll do the very best we can.
Tubman University. Are you done with Tubman University?
Tubman University, no, we're not done with Tubman University. Tubman University were there the incubation days. In fact, it's Dr. Elizabeth Davis Russell, called Dr. EDR. She's a member of Marylanders for Progress. And so with that, cannot be done at Tubman University because that's her baby. But we saw it fit to begin when Tubman University, the inception of Tubman University, to make contributions. We know they needed things. They needed chairs, they needed desks, everything, all those things, we shipped them to Maryland County. And what we couldn't ship, we helped to provide over there. And even though Dr. Davis Russell retired from there, we still continue to make contributions to Tubman University, and we will still continue to do so, because that's a major education foundation for our children over there, for the students. And if we say we are done, then that means that we're not interested in the education of our children. And so we'll continue to make contributions in our little weak way. But right now, what takes precedence is the wells, clean drinking water. But Tubman University, we're not done with Tubman University.
Okay. Now, could we end on this note about your cookbook, which you published recently? I like food, so I like
Thank you
good
so
food.
much for mentioning my cookbook.
Right.
Thank you so much for bringing it up. Well, yes, I wrote a book, and I published it last year, and it has been very successful in America. Even in Liberia, some folks bought it. But I had it shipped into Liberia. But this cookbook that I wrote and I published, it was a dream of mine years ago. I was a flight attendant with Pan American World Airways in the United States, and another airline called American International Airways in Saudi Arabia. And so for 28 years, I traveled all over the world. I've seen the world. And I noticed that there were no cookbooks from Africa I would see on newsstands or in bookstores, especially cookbooks that would cover all of Africa. So I just collect recipes. As I traveled, I visited different African countries, about 25 African countries. I went to kitchens, I went to hotel kitchens, I spoke to people to give me recipes, and so I decided to compile all the recipes and write a cookbook.
Wow.
And so I did that. It took years for me to write the cookbook, which I'm not going to mention. But it was a labor of love. And it has been very welcome. It has been very welcome among people. And the cookbook is called African Food is a Culinary Journey. It's into the kitchens of Africa. And it covers all regions of Africa. So if you want to prepare something from Kenya or South Africa or North Africa, and of course Liberia, West Africa, any of those countries, Nigeria, everything is there. I have recipes representing each country in Africa.
Now, let's just say someone is listening. I know it's going to be maybe a bit difficult, I would say, but maybe someone is listening and they are interested in that book. How could they get a copy in Maryland County?
Well, I have a website. It's called AfricanFoodIs.com. AfricanFoodIs.com. And they can go on the website and you can purchase the cookbook. And I've managed to send a few to Liberia. Folks purchased. And I want you to also know that some of the proceeds will go towards something in Maryland County.
Okay.
It's not just for me to receive money, but it's for me to give back also to my county.
And how much is a copy sold for?
The copies are being sold for $35 each.
Okay.
$35 US each.
Okay, Madam President of MFP, is there anything else you want to add before we drop the line with you?
Well, I would like to say thank you for having me today. Thank you for the great work that Temple University is doing in Makete, and for your team, Phoenix FM, to be able to travel around to get information that is shared with us in the United States, the diaspora. And for all those who watch you, and you guys are excellent. You're very professional, and we're very grateful. And we're grateful that we can contribute to Temple University to do the work that they are doing. And also, thank you so much for sharing light on the women that are out there, the county women that are in the struggle. I want them to understand that we are in the struggle with them also. We are praying, really praying, truly praying for our county, because all that has to be left behind. The county has to grow, the county will succeed, and we know God's hand is in it. And so I thank you so much for all you do in that county. And also, I didn't mention the school, the Kakude school that we are building.
Right.
They never had a school before, and we are working on it. The school building is done. We are going to be looking for teachers, and we're going to build a residence for the teachers, and we want to make sure that school will be a model school for Maryland County, and we intend to make it that way. We want to educate our children. And so I thank you so much, Raj, for having me. God bless you.
And I want to say thank you as well for all the contributions to Radio Phoenix. In fact, let's say in this public manner that it was the Marylanders for Progress which donated the first equipment to open this radio station. And since then, you've continued to donate equipment for the running of this station.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you very much.
I would say that to whom much is given, much is required. And that's how we operate in Marylanders for Progress. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very, very much. That's Madam Roberta Brown Cooper, the president of the Marylanders for Progress, a diaspora Marylanders group based in the USA.